Welcome to the Call the API channel. Okay, let's get right into it. We've all been there, right? You see some crucial data, some really valuable numbers completely trapped inside a screenshot, a PDF, or some dense report. Today, we're going to talk about how to finally set that information free and turn it into something you can actually work with.
So, here's the game plan. First, we're going to talk about that frustrating data scavenger hunt. Then, I'll show you a way smarter way to get organized. We're also going to do a full step-by-step walkthrough, turning a static image into a real, live spreadsheet. From there, we'll brainstorm all the new possibilities this opens up, and finally, we'll wrap up by looking at what this all means for the future of your data.
All right, let's kick things off with a feeling I'm sure we all know way too well. That struggle to pull information out of places where it just doesn't want to come out.
This quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The good stuff, the valuable information, it's almost never sitting in a perfect little spreadsheet. Nope, it's messy, it's all over the place, and trying to piece it together by hand is, well, just a massive headache.
I mean, think about it. You're squinting at your screen, trying to copy numbers from a research paper or a scanned receipt. You're meticulously typing, copying, pasting, and just praying you don't make a typo that messes up your entire analysis. It's slow, it's painful, and it's so easy to make mistakes.
And here is a perfect example. We've got a demographic profile for a Chicago zip code. It's packed with useful info, median income, cost of living, you name it. But it's an image. It's basically a picture of data. If you wanted to analyze this, you'd be stuck manually typing every single one of those numbers into a spreadsheet. What a nightmare. Well, until now.
So, how do we fix this? How do we go from that pain to a real solution? This is where it gets really cool, because we're going to talk about a feature in Google's NotebookLM called data tables. So what is it? Put simply, data tables is a tool that does all that awful grunt work for you. It looks at your source, like that image we just saw, and it magically pulls all the information out into a perfectly clean and organized table.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is like having your own personal research assistant. It takes care of all the boring, tedious compiling, which frees you up to do the important stuff, actually thinking about the data, analyzing it, and finding the insights. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Let's get our hands dirty and walk through the exact process, step by step, to turn that static image into a dynamic, usable spreadsheet.
And you're going to love this. It's just a simple 4-step process. You upload your file, you select the data table tool, you export it, and then you give it a quick review. Let's break each of those down.
Step 1 couldn't be easier. You just grab your file, whether it's a screenshot, a PDF, whatever, and you just upload it directly into your NotebookLM workspace. And just like that, once it's uploaded, you'll see your file pop up as a source right inside your notebook. You can see our screenshot is loaded in, and it's ready for the AI to do its thing.
All right, for step 2, your eyes are going to go to the Studio panel. This is where you'll find a bunch of handy tools. The one we're looking for is called Data Table.
And right there, in that Studio panel, you'll see it, the Data Table option. That's the button that's going to kick off all the magic. And this is my favorite part. It is literally one click. You hit that button and bam! NotebookLM reads your document and instantly creates a structured table, and it even gives you an immediate option to export it. And there you have it. All the data that was trapped in our image is now perfectly organized inside NotebookLM. So the next logical step is to hit that Export to Sheets button. And now for the final and, I should say, very crucial step, verification. After you export, you always want to pop open that Google Sheet and just give the data a quick once-over to make sure everything came across perfectly.
And here it is, the grand finale. The data that was once locked away in a static image is now fully alive and functional in a Google Sheet. You can sort it, you can create charts, you can run formulas. It's real, actionable information now.
Now, before we get too carried away, a real important note here. Please be mindful of what you're uploading. You absolutely want to avoid uploading any sensitive or protected information. Things like student records under FERPA or health information under HIPAA. Always put data privacy first.
Okay, so we've seen how it works, but what can you actually do with this? Now that the door's open, the possibilities are pretty incredible. I mean, just think about it for a second. If you're a student, you could create study tables for exams in a flash. For professionals, imagine turning messy meeting notes into a clean list of action items, or building competitor analysis tables in seconds.
Researchers can pull together data from clinical trials, teachers can map out curriculum standards, heck, you could even use it to plan your next vacation by comparing different destinations.
And this really brings us to the bigger picture. Because this isn't just about saving a bit of time on data entry. It's about fundamentally changing how we interact with information itself.
Here's the key takeaway. What this really does is transform static, locked-away information into something that's dynamic, that's accessible, and that's ready for you to take action on. It closes that huge gap between just seeing information and actually being able to do something meaningful with it.
And that leaves us with one final thought. We all have those tedious, annoying data tasks that we just dread doing. So the real question is, after seeing all this, what's the very first one you're going to automate?